Welcome to another Do Not Disturb dog walk. We are at Waiwhakaiho Walkway. I think we might have already done a bit of Waiwhakaiho Walkway before. But this is another bit of it. And despite the weather we're out today, I'm not wearing my glasses, so I'm going to have to watch back the footage to see this in super clarity. Although I guess I still probably see the world better than the camera does. Yeah, it's torrential rain today, and that's why the river is like that today. Good excuse to use Quigley's wet weather jacket. It's our first time using it on the YouTube channel. This new jacket he's got that we've had for a little while, but I've used it a couple of times off camera. This will be the first time in a recorded dog walk. Anyway, hello, welcome. If this is your first time, welcome. It's just this. This is all I do on this channel. If you click on our channel and scroll through the videos, you'll see that it is literally hours upon hours of dog walk recordings. Pretty much raw and uncut. My favourite thing to do is just record the dog walk and then upload that file. Sometimes we have technical malfunctions or reasons to edit. And so, I'm pretty low on post-production, but I do have to do a little bit now and again. But usually the aim is just to push record, do the dog walk, and then push stop and upload it. Otherwise we edit in real time by pushing the pause button when needed, which is good. Still generates one recording file for upload. But I guess the reason I bring all of this up is because it's on my mind that recording in the rain like this means that I think sometimes I think it's possible that the rain can sometimes generate screen clicks on the camera, and that's unfortunate. So I'm a little bit anxious about the potential for interruptions in our recordings. So we don't go out in the rain that often. Generally, I mostly avoid it, but today I cannot deny Quigley his much needed dog walk. It's one of those whatever the weather days. And we don't have to record it in the rain, but I feel like it's safe enough. It's safe enough, right? And we're prepared. Well, I wasn't. I didn't actually bring my jacket on this trip. My usual winter outdoors jacket. But that's okay. That's fine. Yeah, so I usually don't introduce myself, but I call myself Mr. Free. Mr. Free on this YouTube channel. I don't know why. I just wanted to have a nickname. I'm not trying to hide my true identity. But yeah, most of all, these dog walk recordings are about just sharing the experience of a dog walk. We don't delve too far into our private lives like some vloggers do. Generally like to maintain our privacy. But there's some cool things that I like to skite about. Truths about who we are. Me and Quigley live in a bus. Hey, and when I thought about when I wanted to start up a YouTube channel, what am I going to make it about? And the fact that we live in a bus made me strongly consider making a bus life channel. And then I thought, nah, there's hundreds of bus life channels already. I want to do something different. So, dog walks it is. Dog walks it is, and sometimes a little bit of glimpses of our bus life. The bus life was my dream come true. Dreamed about it for 20 years before it happened. Now it's a thing, and I'm like, now what? What next? The best thing I can think of is YouTube stardom. Maybe a little bit more glorious filmmaking fame. And a little bit of tour in the country. And doing work for charities would be good. Yeah. So that's my dream. If you support the channel, that's what you're supporting. Generally, so far, these first couple of hundred recordings, we're just self-funded wannabes. And that's cool. We dream of becoming a crowd-funded broadcast. And, you know, if you jump in the description, see the links, jump in those into any one of our funding platforms that you might be most attracted to. Even just if you can send us $1, I figure if I say this on recording and millions of people might see it one day, then a small percentage of those might send $1, and then I'll have thousands of dollars. That's pretty much every YouTuber's dream, right? Either that or get some paid marketing sponsorship, blah, 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 blah. Hey, I think about it sometimes. What sort of products would be relevant to a dog walking YouTube channel? Dog treats? Get the long line nice and wet today, and a branch stuck on it. Looks like we're not going to shake that loose very easily. Dog treats, dog clothes. I want to get Quigley a new harness. He's been wearing the same old harness since even long before we started making recordings for YouTube. You can't see it today because he's got his jacket on over the top of it. Very clever zipper design on the back of that jacket. You can zip it up from both ends and then have a hole in the middle where you need it for the harness attachment. So that's okay. It's either that or collar walk him, so it could be all the way zipped. That's high-vis reflective, that jacket, so, you know, at night time, if we ever went walking at night, all the people driving cars would see this glow-in-the-dark dog, their headlights reflecting back at them. I think that's pretty cool. I have dreams of getting a harness for Quigley, which, you know, your support will help with. I'm going to do it anyway. A lot of the things I talk about, I'm just going to do it anyway, even without financial assistance from the crowd-funded broadcast. Hey, over here. Here! Oh, you're going the wrong side of the tree. Silly dog. Sorry about the yelling. It just happens. Don't tie a knot in it quickly. Yep, you just have to pull harder, mate. It's got quite a bit of traction on that tree. There you go. This walkway's gone a little bit industrial residential. Hopefully it'll take us back to the riverside soon. If you watch enough of these dog walks, you realise they've got a particular MO. We generally try to stay away from letterboxes and cars, traffic. We quite like going for the bush walks or the river trails or the beaches or the mountain climbs. No! Get off the road. Here. Kapai kuri. I have a feeling if we keep going this way on this trail, we're going to get to the bit that we recorded along this trail last time. Good boy, Quigley. I wonder if he appreciates his jacket. You know, you're a little bit less wet than you would be, mate. I hope you appreciate that. The harness, I was going to mention about the harness, but we got a bit interrupted there. The harness that I want to get for him is going to have the first aid kit on it. Because I carry enough stuff. I carry our drinking water. Quigley drinks it too. I wear it in a water bladder backpack on my back. I've also got like this chest bag thing, which I basically got to lend some more legitimacy to having a camera strapped to my chest, which is actually a mobile phone at this point. I dream of getting action cameras and stuff like that. But the phone's so easy because it's already connected to the internet, and it's what I use for editing, you know. And it's got a great 4K camera on it. One day everyone will look back on these 4K videos and think, dude, it's 4K. Why isn't it 8K? Or whatever that is, or whatever the next best thing is going to be. Did we? Oh, that's tempting. Trail down to the river. Should we do it, Quigley? Come on. I feel like maybe we missed the turn off and there was maybe another riverside trail that we somehow deviated from, or maybe there isn't. And so coming down here we'll find out. We'll find out if there's a trail by the riverside or not. Oh no. Oh, danger. Yeah, there's no way we can cross this. I can't see any rocks to hop, skip and jump over. Oh, what a dump. Okay, and the water level's actually obviously been a bit higher than this today. So you can see the flattened grass here. And I bet on some, you know, and even worse torrents, it probably comes all the way up here. All the way up in here when it needs to. Such is life. Oh, what a cool little sidetrack that was. See a little bit of nature instead of walking straight by it. A little bit annoying that that trail continued over that waterway, but we're unable to ford it. Hey, back to this, whatever this is. Industrial neighbourhood trail. I'm really not sure if we've maintained the official route for the walkway that I was hoping we would be using. Oh well. Well, let's just live this life for what it is. A bit of street walking. Yes, so I can imagine kitting up even more. End up looking like a parking warden or a cop. Stab-proof vest, might as well get one of those. Might as well put a balaclava on. No, I'm just joking. But you know, I think about how I want to carry a first aid kit. I feel like I could carry it on myself somehow, some way. But why not give Quigley a job and make him carry the first aid kit? I think that's a great idea. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Okay, we're officially locating the trail. I think over here. More trail. In some cities in New Zealand, this is what happens. It's all the same trail, but the parts of it don't exist. It's just connecting streets. We have found that it happens in various places in this city. New Plymouth is the name of the city we're in case you didn't know. Quigley and I come here on the regular, owing to the slave for a wage job that I've got, driving a delivery doodle truck. Quigley, haere mai, yeah! Ka pai. Patient motorist waiting for me to control my dog out of their way. Good. Ooh, a little stack of tiny cones. Should we report them? I can't talk about that. But yeah, on the 6 o'clock news at the moment. The latest news today. To put it short and not talk about it anymore, the government has gone to war on excessive use of road cones. That's all I'm going to say about that, because yeah, there's a rule on my YouTube channel here. The slogan is, never mind the 6 o'clock news. It's about creating these dog walk recording experiences to be a safe place, a safe mental headspace. Hey, for myself, because I'm the one doing the talking, and for all of you who may or may not be listening. I don't even care if you don't listen. You can put us on mute for all I care. But I want you to know that if you are listening, when we make the recordings, the rule is never mind the 6 o'clock news. Not allowed to talk about anything that's on the 6 o'clock news. It's good. It's a good rule. It's such a good rule that regular viewers will already know this, but all you newbies who may have discovered this channel today, it's such a good rule that I reiterate and remind all of you viewers every single episode, and I have done since the beginning. It's part of my... It's the things I'm trying to make a meme of this channel, within the channel, you know. It's definitely a meme for me to share with you the slogans of the channel. And I've told you about the first rule. The second rule is even cooler. It's even more memeable. Memeable. It's the number 2 rule, pun intended. The slogan for the second rule is, show us the poop, with a shaking fist every time. It just means, the slogan itself is a reference to the fact that we do make these dog walk recordings, and every now and again, even though we try mitigation measures to prevent it from occurring, every now and again old Quigley needs his private time to do a poopy. And it's been a rule since the very beginning. Before recording, since the beginning of recording, there's hundreds of hours of dog walks that, unfortunately, guys, if you were asking after the full experience of a dog walk, poops and all, you've come to the wrong channel. There is no footage of my dog pooping. Hey. My worst nightmare would be some obsessed fan being able to edit a supercut of every time my dog poops. And I must admit, it would be quite funny, because when he poops, he's quite funny. He's a funny poopy guy. It would be interesting, you know. But it's been a rule since the beginning not to include that footage. In fact, I don't even point the camera at it, obviously, if I can help it. And, you know, occasionally, when those shenanigans do get captured by the camera, I make sure to edit them out. There's none on the channel, that's the bottom line. No poop for you. So, you know, every time he poops, and he has this funny little poop pose that he does, and little poop habits. I feel like if I made a 3D figurine of him, it would be so funny to make it the pose that he does when he poops. I will do that one day. Like, if we become a super famous YouTube channel, like loads of people supporting the channel financially and people wanting to buy merch, t-shirts, coffee mugs, figurines of my dog. Hey, I'm allowed to dream. That could come true, right? Yeah, the Quigley woggles pooping. Hey. But the cool thing about it is, if I make the figurine of Quigley doing his poop pose one day, there'll still be no poop. There won't be a little poop poking out of his bum. There won't be a little pile of poop next to him. It'll just be a figurine of Quigley in the poop pose. And the slogan is, show us the poop. Because you're not allowed to see the poop. You don't get to see the poop happening. So, I guess, it might be funny that I talk about this being a happy, healthy, mental health headspace for y'all to review at your leisure for hours if you want to. But at the same time, every single episode I reiterate the rules, and one of the rules is show us the poop, and therefore every time you listen, you have to listen to me jabber on about poop, the poop happening, the poopening. I just think it's funny. Sometimes I don't talk about it quite as much as I did today, so you're in luck. It's not. I don't just do the whole walk talking about poop. In fact, what do I do? What do I talk about? Well, pretty much hardly anything at all. Next to nothing. I'm just trying not to say dumb stuff. Trying to be vocally entertaining. Every now and again I shut up and I've got nothing to say. But some people might prefer that. I would shut up. Hey, question mark. Question mark? Quigley's very wet. Hikoi o te kuri. Hikoi. Ka pai. So I speak te reo Māori to my dog, the language of the Māori people. Hey, because I'm a Māori person and that makes my dog a Māori dog. But I think all dogs are Māori. I speak te reo Māori to all of them. Hey, why should they be denied te reo? I think it quite surprises people in public when I speak te reo Māori to their dogs too. And they're like, my dog doesn't understand that language. Checking of the signs, there's 2 ways we could go here. River walk, no exit. Alright. Well, it's about that time that we should turn around and head back anyway, because, you know, it's always at about the half-hour mark that I make my mind up about that. We are definitely at leisure this time around. Sometimes we cut the hour-long dog walk as a mandatory rest break in my work time, and then I have to go back to work after. But today, we finished all the work, so really, there's no super hurry to get back to the vehicle. But I do always limit my recording time to an hour per dog walk. Sometimes, when it feels like the right thing to do, we go for the minimum of 30 minutes. But that's hardly ever. I do like to get the whole hour. It feels more worthwhile. I don't feel like posting up the slightly shorter recordings gets me more clicks or anything like that, so it doesn't really matter that much. But I sort of think that maybe people would be more attracted to clicking on a 30-minute one than an hour-long one. But the simple truth is there's no beginning and there is no end. There is just hours and hours of dog walk recordings, and you could watch for a quarter hour, you could watch for 10 hours straight like a crazy. You could put us on your big TV for your dogs to watch when you're not home. Let us keep them company and take them on adventures vicariously through the television. Hey, you got a big TV in your lounge, why not let the dogs use it? Hey, assuming you have dogs that are allowed to sit around on your lounge suite while you're not home. Hey, well, that's my dream come true for a lot of dogs. A lovely, peaceful, comfortable existence, trusted and free. Getting the run of the whole house, all the parts of it where the doors are open. Hey, sometimes even that's not enough though. I've got a dog right there, Mr. Woggles. He knows how to open doors. He's very skilled with the door handle and the whole opening the door thing, gently, carefully. He's also learned the hard way that if you do it wrong, the door just slams shut again. He's like, what? I have to try again, And now he's so clever that he just knows how to handle the door. He's so clever. Yeah, so we've only got one door in our house because we live in a bus. And, there's actually two. There's one to the bathroom on the side. The handle's still on that one. I took the door handle off the dividing door halfway along, half the length of the bus, because it's a control, right? You can put Quigley on one side of it and be sure that he can't get through to the other, depending on which way it goes, whether we put him down the back or let him have run in the front. It's a good way to separate the two dogs too and give them a sort of an equal amount of space. Usually our smaller dog gets to hang out in the better room. Alright, so I have to zoom in on some horses because there's a whole bunch of kids that watch my YouTube channel that love animals, and so they wouldn't forgive me if I didn't. Gotta get some zooms and show you the horses. They're beautiful horses in this paddock. Hey, and look, there's cows too. They're not cows actually, well they are, but they're bulls, the male variety. Sure. It's a birdie. Quickly standing by patiently. There's another animal over there. I think it's another bull. We should go say hello to that one. And I think this is the point where we're going to turn around and find our way back to where we started. Yeah. 30-minute ad break. Oh look. Let's zoom on that cow right now and you just see a big butt. Let's see if we can just get a bit further along. That is another bull. I was pushing the controls to try and zoom in like several times and it wasn't working. It's like click, 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 click. Can you just do what I tell you? Okay, back into it. A little bit of time travelling there. Just take a little rest break, drink some water. Hey, quite often, because I drink from a water bladder backpack through this nozzle thing on the end of a hose, and it makes funny noises. And a lot of the time, I just tend to verbally warn you all that I'm going to use it before I do, if I'm going to do it in a recording. But this time, I just decided to save you all the trouble of listening to that noise. And anyway, some of you probably don't even care. Like, I think it sounds terrible. Or funny. I call it funny noises. Look at the state of this river. Waiwhakaiho, Quigley. Just showing everyone the river, the state of the river. Look at it. Yes, so driving a freight truck down the highways today, foot to the floor, in overdrive, determined to, try and get the vehicle going as fast as it's lawfully allowed to go. But in some parts of the drive today is absolutely impossible because the drag from the high winds definitely slows the vehicle right down. Like, it just doesn't want to go any faster sometimes. It's just going, this is hard enough. Actually, let's go a little bit slower. And the wind's going wham, wham, wham. Yep, that's my life, sorry. Well, I select many hours of my life jamming that freight truck down the highway as safely as possible. Titiro. And there were a lot of slow, cautious people on the road today too, so that takes the wind out of the sails too. But honestly, literally zero effect on the timeliness of my day. Everything happened at exactly the time I expected it to. Perfectly planned. I had a good day on the freight truck today. Alright, walking back in this direction, the rain's definitely smacking me right in the face. If it lands on the camera lens, well, it's just too bad, I think. You just have to live with it, because I don't do anything about it. But I'm not really that mad about bad weather when it rains. The worst is when it's windy. That's when I am most likely to not make a recording for you all, because the wind just sounds terrible. Sometimes I think, but it's still worthwhile to make a recording, because people can just push mute and just watch the video, right? But I still can't do it because some people might listen to it, and I don't like sending out into the universe terrible disrupted wind noise audio. So I'm sorry for the ones that are up, but that's my biggest excuse for not recording a dog walk. Like how at the very beginning I thought I was going to be energetic and motivated enough to make a recording every single day. Like, I've met some people that do vlog every day. Not dog walking, but I guess because I chose such an outdoorsy thing, I have to really make way for the Mother Nature some days. And my physical health and well-being, figured out I can't thrash myself doing a big long dog walk every day. I mean, I think I'm capable of it most days, but there are the days that come up where I'm just I shouldn't, and I can feel it in my body. Oh, I can't. And then there's the step down from that, which is I'm absolutely wrecked. I wouldn't even think about it. I'm going to bed. I need rest. I am not well. So yeah, the daily dog walks dream didn't last very long, and then I realised that's why the caption of every recording has almost everyday dog walks in the description. Because almost is the truth. The best thing about this is that I do like to narrate our lives and have a laugh and talk about the scenery and blah da da da, but I really don't have that much interesting to say. I'm not a current affairs channel, and that's what makes it fun for me. Like this beautiful experience headspace, just like total gratitude. Where are you going? Hey! Quigley! Haere mai, kuri! Quigley! Here! This way! This way! Here! Leave it! Haere mai! Kuri! Here! Good boy. Sometimes he's going back again. Come on, let's go. This way. Quigley! Sorry about all the yelling, folks. But you did come for the full dog walk experience, didn't you? You get most of it, except the poop, remember? Oh yeah! That bicyclist whizzing past there reminded me that it is a promise to you all that in the future we're going to make bike riding episodes. We've made a couple at this point. As of the recording of this, we've done a couple. And we dug out my old superb pedal chopper electric bike from storage. You know, and it worked just fine for hundreds of kilometres before I put it in storage. Put it in storage because someone crashed a forklift into it and broke it. After a year of missing my bike because it was broken, and you know, deciding, I finally feel like it's time to actually do something about that bike. Put it back together, dug it out of storage, put it back together, and then it just failed. We took it for one ride before it failed. So got it out of storage, repaired it, took it for one ride, and then it fell apart. You know, and one day I'm going to come by the funds to restore that bike. There might be an intermediate stage where I just buy another bike for us to use for the YouTube channel, but it's just, it might be, I think about my bike anyway and how it's quite a retro bike these days, and we're going to retrofit it with a brand new, not a brand new, a replacement motor, which has got way more gusto, I would say the word is, than the motor that it had originally. So an upgraded motor with more oomph, that's the word I was looking for. More oomph. I wonder how Google auto-generated captions handle me saying that word, oomph. OOMPH. And probably an exclamation mark. It's very onomatopoeia, that word. Oomph. Ooh, how did Google do with spelling out onomatopoeia? Do I say it properly? Do I say it right enough? Onomatopoeia. for Google to get the captions right. I do sometimes watch back our footage, and not all of it because I couldn't possibly. But I do find it entertaining to have a look at what the Google AI generated subtitles is saying. And that's just in the language that I can understand, which is English. And then I'm also fundamentally aware that some of you are receiving closed captions auto-generated by Google in your language, and that's even more exciting to me of an idea, wishing I sort of could know if it was doing a good job. I mean, it mostly does a good job, and I do a good job of not mumbling as much as possible and give it an easier job. But yeah, I do have to have a laugh about the fact that it gets things wrong from time to time. It's a little bit entertaining, some of the dumb things it says instead of what I actually said. Reviewing that and going, rest assured though, I don't do anything to fix it. I don't have any time to go editing the closed captions. I know it's a possibility. Quigley! How do you Here! Here! Get here! Good boy. Ka pai kuri. It's good training. I still don't have enough trust in him to walk him off leash though. Private road? I didn't know that. See the sign? Private road. Sitiro. Okay. It's going really well. What is that? Let's look. Oh, that's a save mark, eh? I thought it was like a theatrical wardrobe. It's just racks and racks and racks of clothes. Good boy, Quigley. On the topic of closed captions, now that I remember something that I wanted to touch on, and I've said it a few times during different recordings. One day, maybe, Google will be able to translate us into Te Reo Māori, or translate Te Reo Māori into other languages. But one thing's for sure, when I use that language, Google definitely, probably isn't telling you what I'm trying to say. It doesn't translate it for you, unfortunately. One day, maybe it'll be fixed. But, it gives me a funny feeling that that doesn't work. It makes me almost not want to use the language. Or I feel like the universe is saying, don't use that language. No one will understand what you're saying. But I use it anyway because it's part of our identity. So it's just too bad. But I end up just feeling like, well, at least I better make an apology. Put in an apology for the fact that there is stuff that we are saying, there are things that we are expressing that are not shared with you. Except for, if you want to learn the language yourself. I'm not like trying to teach people the language. I don't even know it well enough myself. But I do. It is a strong part of our character. We don't just put it on for the camera. That's just how I am every day. Everywhere I go. Everyone I talk to. Oh, I've really enjoyed this walk, despite the precipitation. I'm feeling really glad that the horrendous winds that I experienced on the highways on the way here have not followed us into the city. Ooh. There's a little bus. It's actually looking like it's still a passenger bus. Old buses like this in New Zealand, quite often they're motorhomes. That one's not though. That's pretty cool. Good boy, Quigley. Yeah, owing to the forecast, I made sure to come prepared. Because I did not want to skip doing a dog walk today unless it was really windy. But it's not extremely so. Happy days. I packed Quigley's jacket and Quigley's towel. He's got a particular towel that he uses. Sometimes his little brother uses it too, but mostly it's Quigley's towel. It's a nice big towel. Bright red one to go with his red YouTube collar. My red shoelaces. My red glove trim. My red wristwatch. It did be like that. There's no real reason. There's no affiliations represented by the colour. We're not gangsters. We don't listen to rap music. We just like the colour. And it happens to be the same colour as the YouTube icon most of the time. Oh, what a goodie. What a good walk this has been. Quigley's doing pretty good at the whole loose leaf shenanigans, like, because, you know, if you watch other recordings of ours, compared to today, you'll see that, you know, sometimes he's just, all he wants to do is be on the end of the tether, pulling me along, which actually slows us down, because that's the trade-off. Part of the training ethic that I put into him is that the harder he pulls, the slower we go. Maybe he doesn't know any better. It's pretty cool that once I just start talking about him going for the end of the tether, pulling it taut, he starts doing it. Oh, you're gonna trip me up, dog. Silly ehua. Yep, Quigley's the star of this show. I get it. I'm blather and skite about all sorts of stuff. Hardly even talk about the dog. Don't feel like I talk to the dog enough. I mean, I do, but I feel like if I wasn't talking to you viewers, we me and him, just when we do go walking together, just us. I don't hardly talk at all. I hardly even need to talk to Quigley. We just walk. So it's a bit of a different buzz if you were to view it how we do it. Quigley. Yeah. No. Quigley. Good boy. Kapai kore. Tell you what. Yeah. How do you mind? Quigley. Here. Haere mai. Sit. Sit. Inoho. Sit down. Good boy. There. Ka pai kuri. Okay. Te tiro. Sweet. Oh, this is the end of the walk. I think I'm going to call it quits right here. We've had enough for today. But if you haven't had enough, how am I on selfie cam? Oh no, how long have I been on selfie cam? Uh-oh. Oh good, it was only about a minute. Where's your red collar, mate? Show us your red collar. Yeah. Ka pai. Sit. Inoho. Good boy, Quigley. Ka pai, kuri. Yeah. Yes, so as I was saying, before we did that little bit of time travelling, I'm going to say hooray for today and thank you for watching. And if you haven't seen enough, there's obviously hours and hours more dog walks. So, you know, I'm going to push this button and you're probably going to watch another one. If you like this sort of thing. Hey. So thank you for watching and we'll see you on the next one.